Before the game, I said, when we talked that morning of the game against the Giants, he goes, I was trying to work my way in there, but I couldn't, but I got in there, and I got myself a hit. He said Tim Lincecum looked up after he got the sign and go, oh, Torrey's in the game after all. Then he got a base hit right away.
And helped the Angels win. Juan Pierre and Sean Figgins, best of friends. They can't help but say hello to each other when these two teams meet, even though it has at times resulted, I think, in a fine for Figgy from Mike Socha, at least good-naturedly anyway.
Well, they're best of friends. The umpire,
the home plate umpire, yeah, Bob Davidson, was talking to the Dodger dugout, and because of whatever was said, he has gone out to the mound to talk to Joe Saunders.
Well, he has something on his leg, possibly.
So this series is off to a contentious start.
Well, he has a sleeve, an extra sleeve on. Same color as the uniform. It's surprising they would make a big deal about that.
It's hardly noticeable. I don't know how much of a big deal Joe Torre made out of it, but I did see Davidson, the home plate umpire, look over at Joe and say something, and then go out to the mound. And now it looks like Torre said, all right, fine.
If it had been a white, a lot of times you see pitchers with a white sleeve underneath there. Sometimes it's a distraction, but hey, it's gamemanship, whatever it takes. Don Mattingly, their hitting coach, knows a little bit about hitting, that's for sure.
As he proved to you on a regular basis.
I didn't want to bring that one out.
First pitch of the game in there for a strike to Juan Pierre. Pierre hitting .328. Sean Figgins playing up at third base in case his good friend Pierre might try to bunt his way on. Strike two. Juan Pierre didn't really have much of a chance to play coming into the season. At least that's how it looked. And then Manny went out, and he's been tremendous ever since.
Oh, he has, and he creates so many opportunities, like Sean Figgins, for the Dodgers to be able to score runs, getting on base, stealing bases, putting pressure on pitchers.
And he fouls one off on the left field side.
Now, yeah, Sean Figgins, what's he going to do if Juan Pierre tries a bunt down by him? He goes, I'm going to throw him out every time. And he was laughing about that, too. But that's a challenge. Juan Pierre can fly.
2-2 to Pierre, who grounds one to the right side. One out in the first inning. Saunders off to a good start in the ball game. Rafael Furcal stepping in. Hitting .244 with a couple of home runs. 14 runs batted in. Lined right to the shortstop. Advar makes the catch, and Furcal is out. Two down in the top of the first.
It's like they drew it up. Line drive for now. Furcal with a lot of speed. He's got a lot of power, too. Offensive numbers as far as home runs and batting average, not quite there for Rafael, but he's got good pop. Good guy to keep off the base pass, too. He can steal a bag also, along with Orlando Hudson. They're the top three guys, not only who can hit well for an average, but they can steal a lot of bases.
Orlando Hudson, another Dodger with great numbers, hitting .309. And Orlando was saying yesterday how much he looks forward to interleague play. He came up through the American League, and he gets a chance to see a lot of the guys he's played against for most of his career. Line drive, right field, base hit for Hudson, and that's in the gap. Abreu takes it on the ricochet off the wall. It's a two-out double for Hudson. So the line drive by Percall went right at somebody. Orlando's splits the outfielders.
Expo replay shows his fastball was up and out over the plate. Orlando Hudson did a nice job of bringing his hands up, hitting it deep in the zone, and hitting hard to right center field for a double.
Now Andre Ethier, or Casey Blake rather, the cleanup hitter. So 3 of the first 4 hitters in the Dodgers lineup hitting .305 or better. Oh, 0-1. There's Mattingly, who might have a little something to do with that.
Preaching patience, getting a good hitter's counts. The last time the Angels played the Dodgers, Casey Blake was sitting in the 8th spot. Now he's moved all the way up to the number 4 spot in the lineup.
He's really been a clutch guy since coming to the National League. He's steady at third base, and he's driven in 41 runs with the bat. Two and one to Casey Blake.
Here's an open base here for Joe Saunders with Casey Blake. Well, Casey has struggled against the Angels throughout his career. A .249 batting average, so he hasn't crushed them. But the thing is, an open base, make him swing at your pitch with a lefty on deck.
He is 0 for 8 against Joe Saunders. 2-2. And on deck is Ethier. Two and two to Blake. Got him looking. Saunders throws the fastball by him. And the Dodgers are gone in the first. Hunter at the top of the order for the Angels. Vladdy's batting cleanup and DHing. Then Rivera and Morales. The bottom third is Torres, Napoli, and Eric Ibar to face Chad Billingsley.
Billingsley with a very good fastball, 88 to 94, a curveball, above average slider, and a changeup. And very, very good at negating the team's running game. Very quick to the plate. It'll be interesting with people like Sean Figgins get on if they're going to test Chad Billingsley. Quick to the plate, but Russell Martin's had his troubles throwing out base runners.
Martin catching Billingsley tonight. And Chad Billingsley listed at 6'1", 245, delivers to Figgins a strike. Figgy is hitting .320. And there seems to be a groundswell of support for him over the last couple of weeks to make the All-Star team. There's a soft liner into center field. A dive by Kemp, but he can't get it. And Figgins with the Jets on to second base.
I'm guessing he made a statement right away. Rory, he wants to make that All-Star team.
He thinks that's a pretty good idea, too.
Well, he's doing such a nice job at the plate. Now, Howard's replay. And Exmo, look at that fastball that was up. Sean Figgins, nice level swing. Matt Kemp, good try at it. Didn't necessarily get a great jump initially on that baseball. Made the effort, though, but hits off his glove. And Sean Figgins, fast as usual, gets up and gets to second base.
Bobby Abreu up there now for the Angels. Bobby hitting .304. We mentioned all the 300 or better batting averages at the top of the Dodgers order. Well, the Angels are the same. You look at Figgins, Abreu, Hunter, skip Vladdy and go to Rivera. It's all .304 or better, with Abreu at .304. Good breaking ball. 0-2.
Spot where Bobby's at least trying to get the ball to the right side. That big curveball by Billingsley. He has the ability to get the strikeout with 93 strikeouts in 92 2/3 innings pitched. A true power pitcher.
Who won 16 games a year ago. Throw behind Figgins, but he slides back in safely. Oh, Russell Martin almost got him.
Russell did a nice job of keeping that ball, that breaking pitch in front of him to begin with. Sean Figgins getting a secondary lead, but he didn't realize that Russell did such a nice job of blocking that baseball. Good job of squaring up the body, using the glove to keep it in front, and the presence of mind to throw that ball back to second.
1-2 to Abreu. Another one looked like an instant replay almost. 2-2.
Billingsley looking for the strikeout, overthrows that slider. And Russell Martin realizes that, was able to get his body over and keep it in front.
And he gets Abreu looking for the first out in the inning. Bobby, meanwhile, looking at Bob Davidson and shaking his head. The Dodgers defensively tonight, Pierre, Kemp, and Ethier, three good outfielders. Then Loney at first and Hudson at second base with Furcal and Blake. And we've seen plenty of Russell Martin already.
I'll tell you what, Orlando Hudson makes that defense of the Dodgers so good. Their defense in the infield itself, very hard to get it through there, but Hudson very acrobatic at second base.
Torrey Hunter hitting .321. 16 home runs to lead the club. 51 runs batted in leads the Angels. Trying to pick up Figgy from second.
Might have been a cross-up the way Russell tried to catch that pitch.
And then went right out to Billingsley. So a pretty good shot of that not being what Russell thought was coming.
And early on with a man at second base, you go through a series of signs, and that's supposed to be on the outside part of the plate. Luckily, he got a piece of that, keep it in front. It's man on second base. Most times with nobody on base, you're just going down to whatever sign the catcher puts down. But a man on second, you got to change it up. Because good base runners at second base can figure out a way to be able to relay the call in to the batter and give a better chance of hitting it. Rick Honeycutter's done a nice job. The Dodgers pitching coach, particularly all these young pitchers they have.
2-1 to Torrey Hunter. The Angels playing the NL West this year in interleague play, and they've gone 8-1. Chopped by Hunter toward third. Tough play. Blake bare hands it and throws him out. Great play. And then they get a double play. Getting Figgins trying to go to third. Blake with a great bare hand pickup starts the double play.
Standing play coming in. Torrey Hunter, who runs very well, and that chopper, bare hand, catches it, throws it all in one motion, and Loney very good at first base, throws it for call and gets Sean Figgins. But Howard's Exmo, you can see how he's able to make that play, catch with the bare hand and throw all in one motion, and a perfect throw by Casey Blake.
As far as the double play, though, Gooby, Figgy might have been a second or two late in deciding to go on to third base.
And most times in that play, when the third baseman's coming in, you go right away. That slight hesitation cost the Angels an out at third base, the third out at third.
Andre Ethier leading off the second inning for the Dodgers. One ball, one strike to the Dodgers cleanup hitter. Ethier hitting .270. With 11 home runs, he's driven in 41.
.205 against left-handed pitching. Ethier, last time the Angels played him, was really struggling. They played him at Dodger Stadium. He's picked up just a little bit now, hit .273 in that homestand with 3 RBI.
And down he goes. Saunders gets his second strikeout.
Good location on this fastball here. Joe Saunders with some sink to it also. Bread and butter. When he can sink the fastball and back it up with the changeup, makes that fastball, when he elevated, it's like he was able to do to end the inning against Casey Blake the last time up, that much crisper.
Matt Kemp hitting .311, takes outside. Kemp's hit 8 home runs this year. The Dodgers' winning percentage right now is .657. That means they have the best record in all of baseball by a lot. This team is 21 games over 500.
Joe Torre passes Sparky Anderson the all-time win list. That win last night. Impressive numbers for Joe.
Well, to pass Sparky, you have to be doing something right. That's pretty amazing to be that high up on the list and still be managing with Cox and La Russa up there.
It's pretty tough to be able to catch Connie Mack, the all-time at 3,700 wins, but Joe Torre very good. Number of championships under his belt too.
Joe's team has won 8 games more than La Russa's has this year. But admittedly, some of the Dodger numbers might not be quite as sparkling as they appear just because the division's down this year. Kemp draws a 1-out walk. But they are far and away the best team in the NL West, and at least you would certainly think so. And they've been able to build up a real nice cushion.
When you think about it, Colorado, they won 11 games in a row, and you still find yourself 10.5 back. But, when I look at the Dodgers, I think clearly they're the most talented team in the National League, period. Especially because their younger pitchers have responded well, and their bullpen's been very good. They have one of the best offenses in the National League, kind of reminiscent of an American League team.
Well, they've gone 5-4 against the American League, and they're coming off a series with the Oakland A's, who may be in the cellar in the AL West, but it was a close, very well played series they had with Oakland. James Loney hitting .281, 1-0 from Saunders. One and one.
Matt Kemp with some pretty good speed at first base, 16 stolen bases. He says he wants to be a 40-40 guy this year. Certainly has the power, and he's figuring out the running game that much more.
Fastball from Saunders just missed.
Pretty good pitch by Joe Saunders. Fastball maybe just a tad off the outside corner, but certainly not low.
Two and one to James Loney. Kemp back in there easily. The fans are going at it already. There's a lot of red here. There's some blue here. There's a "Let's Go Dodgers" chant going, being shouted down by the Angel fans. There he goes. Saunders may have him picked off. Out at second base.
And that's always the dangers when you're going against a left-handed pitcher. It's going on first movement, but Joe Saunders is able to get that leg still in position to make that throw over to first base. Matt Kemp picked the wrong time. Nice throw, too, by Kenny Morales. Tag applied by Eric Ibar on Matt Kemp.
So 2 outs now with nobody on as Kendry makes the good throw to second. 2 and 1 to Loney, who fouls one off his leg.
I think that's the toughest play for a first baseman, particularly one that hasn't had a lot of experience there. To make that strong throw, you have to throw that ball on the shortstop part of second base to be able to, so that way you don't screen the guy catching the ball and still able to make it without hitting the runner going down the line. Nice job coming up, throwing it, perfect throw, tag applied, and he's out.
A bouncer off the glove of Saunders gets to Ibar, who barehands it and throws him out. Another great play. Eric Ibar ends the inning, and the Dodgers are out in the second.
Morales. There's been a couple of spectacular defensive plays already in this game. We're already at the bottom of the second.
One for both sides. And Eric Ibar talking about it as Vlad Guerrero steps into the batter's box. Vladdy is hitting .286. And he hits a high pop fly. Going out for call, coming in, Matt Kent. And Kent makes the catch. As Vladdy jogs back, let's take a look at the Firestone leaderboard. Twin leaders as far as pitchers are concerned. Halliday just went on the DL. Billingsley's right behind him.
Matt Cain, 9-1 for the Giants. Kevin Slowey for the Twins. And a knuckleballer. Tim Wakefield just continues to roll on.
Juan Rivera takes one up high. Juan's been hot and has that batting average up to .316.
I always remember as a player, when you had that off day, especially when you're playing so well, you wonder if you're going to lose some of that momentum offensively. Well, then as a pitcher, that's your job to try to throw up as many zeros early on so your offense can start clicking again, but it's not going to be an easy task going against Billingsley.
There are times when you'd give anything for a day off, and then there are times when it comes around, you say, can't we play today? Let's keep it going.
Especially after the way they came back against the Giants and Tim Lincecum on that day game on Wednesday. But we're up here. We didn't, maybe they needed the day off to rest their bodies. Certainly Torrey didn't mind that after running into the wall up in San Francisco.
I wasn't adverse to it. Rivera draws a one-out walk.
Trying to say you didn't miss me?
Well, aside from that.
Oh, okay.
That part was difficult.
Just checking.
Now Kendry Morales steps in for the Angels. Ten home runs, 34 runs batted in. In the other AL, NL West Division matchups, the Giants have a 1-0 lead over the Rangers in the second, and the Padres lead the A's 1-0 in the second. One ball, one strike to Kendry Morales. One and one to Kendry. A shot hit just fair down the right field line and into the corner it goes. Rivera stops at third. Morales has a one-out double.
Good swing, though, by Kendry Morales. Nice job by Dino Evil holding up with Juan Rivera at third base. Ethier, a very strong arm in right field for the Dodgers. Retrieved that baseball very well. Hanging curveball. Still able to get his hands through and hit that ball hard down the right field line for a double for Kendry. Continues to hit extra base hits, but Ethier did a nice job of cutting it off and getting it into the cutoff man.
And Meiser's tourist coming up after the Morales double. Meiser with an RBI opportunity here with runners at second and third and less than 2 outs. They appealed at first base, but Morales did not miss the bag, apparently. 1-0. Popped in the air, shallow center. Kemp makes the catch. Rivera will be held at third. Dino Ebel came about halfway down the line and put up a big stop sign.
That kept another strong arm in the outfield, especially a shallow fly ball. 15 outfield assists last season. Very, very good. Charged that well. But you also don't want to take a chance when you got Mike Napoli coming up the way he's been swinging the bat of late. Don't want to take that chance. Good throwing position. Really good job by Matt Kemp. Even though that ball was on the ground, that had enough hair on it to be able to get in there. Plenty of time to get Rivera at home.
He almost threw it right to Kendry Morales. Kendry could have reached out and knocked that one down. Ball one to Napoli. So here's the difference in the leagues right here. You have a hot hitter, Mike Napoli, at the plate. And if this game were played at Dodger Stadium, they'd walk him and pitch to the pitcher. But it's not the pitcher on deck here. It's Eric Ibar with first base open. They might walk him anyway, but they'd feel a little bit better about it if it were Joe Saunders on deck.
Napoli had been struggling until that series in San Francisco. Was 6 for 10. So he's got that swing going again with a home run and 4 RBI.
Three and 0 now to Napoli.
No doubt he'll be getting the green light if it's a fastball that he can get his arms extended. But Billings not going to throw a fastball right down the middle either.
No,
he's going to try to hit the
so.
corner, see if he can get him to be overly aggressive.
Not on purpose, he won't anyway.
You know, I never like when you're trying to pitch around a batter. You're better off at times just to go ahead and walking him. Especially now in this spot.
Well, what if you miss by 3 inches and the ball's right over the plate?
That's the danger. If you try to throw a ball off the corner and it gets to part of the plate and it gets a red hot hitter like Mike Napoli, all of a sudden it's a 2 or 3-0 deficit.
3-0 to Mike. We assume he has the green light here if he likes it. That loads him up. Let's take a quick look at the Buy.com American League West standings, where the Angels trail the Rangers now by a game and a half. Mariners 5.5, Oakland's 9 back. And this is as close as the Angels have been in a long time to the top of the AL West. Rivera at third, Morales at second, Napoli at first, with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. And here's the number 9 hitter. It's Eric Ibar. So instead of the pitcher, it's a .291 hitter with 20 RBIs. Strike one. Bases loaded, 2 outs in the second. Ibar's taken 2 strikes now.
Boy, falling behind in the count here, 0-2. Billingsley with a very good curveball. Likes to try to get the batter to swing and miss the ball in the dirt, but also has the ability to elevate the fastball. Try to get a swing and miss.
Foul down the line. Ibar still alive, 0-2.
Billingsley got away with a mistake there. Too good of a 0-2 pitch. Russell Martin wanted that fastball up, above the belt, and off the outside corner. That got a little bit too much to the plate. And Ibar just missing that for a double.
one goes the other way now, pulls it down the line, foul. So Eric's come close a couple of times, still up there 0-2. '24-year-old Chad Billingsley trying to work his way out of the second inning.
Bad, really. 0-2 count, 188. The league average at 153, so still has a chance. That's a pretty good hacksaw, too.
He's fouled off 3 in a row now.
Surprising Billings hasn't tried to expand his zone and bounce that curveball and trust Russell Martin to be able to block that and keep it in front of him. Russell's very good at blocking pitches in the dirt.
Rivera, the runner at third, comes down the line. And Ibar hits a pop fly behind third. Blake dives. Oh, what a catch by Casey Blake! With the bases loaded, Blake makes that play and retires Ibar and the Angels in the second. What a game! A bases loaded situation, and Blake gave it every bit of everything he has. Russell Martin, a slumping hitter as we start the third inning. He's just 4 for his last 38.
That play by Casey Blake was reminiscent of that play Jim Edmonds made in Kansas City on a fly ball. This flat out dove baseball right over the shoulder catch.
And Russell Martin gets a base hit leading off the third inning. Let's take a look at Casey Blake one more time.
That is an amazing play. Full extension dive, and catching a ball about 3 feet before it hit the ground.
And backhanded to boot. Here is Mitch Jones, the designated hitter for the Dodgers, who obviously don't normally employ a designated hitter. But if you count this year, this guy has spent 10 years in the minor leagues. So congratulations to him just for getting here. Making his major league debut at the age of 31. Pops one up foul. No balls and 2 strikes to Mitch Jones, who was born and still lives in Orem, Utah. He does have a little power. His minor league numbers are very good from a power standpoint. He's had as many as 39 home runs in a season. And was having another great year in AAA. Inside, and that got him. And Saunders with an 0-2 pitch comes just a little bit too far inside.
Look at him, might have just got his jersey top. Man, that's dangerous when you go inside, 0-2 pitch. Hitters are in protect mode, looking out over the plate. Fastball just gets the jersey.
And now the Dodgers, with the top of the order coming up, have runners at first and second, and nobody out.
Definitely a bunt situation. Sean Figgins playing way up.
Pierre's 0 for 1, and he lays it down. It's a great bunt. Figgins' throw to first is just in time, with his tourist barely able to keep his foot on the bag. Everybody in the ballpark figured he would bunt. He did, and they still made it very close.
Hey, what a great bunt. It's the reason why he's always up in the leaders amongst infield hits. Great play by Sean Figgins. Best buddies. How good of a buddy Juan Pierre is going to think Sean Figgins is after making that play against him.
If the ball had hit him in the back of the head, he might really question it. He threw it right over Pierre's head. Second and third with 1 out. Here's for call. Who takes ball 1. Call had his 10-game hitting streak snapped last night. First time up, he hit a line drive right to Ibar at shortstop. One and one. Two balls and 1 strike.
Furcal has struggled this year, 179 with runners in scoring position, so an opportunity for Joe Saunders to get a key out here.
But he's gone to 3-1 now on Furcal, with the O-Dog, Orlando Hudson, on deck. So on a single, a hit batter, and a walk, the Dodgers have loaded the bases with 1 out, and they have Hudson coming to the plate. The Dodgers have Russell Martin at third, Mitch Jones is at second, Furcal at first, and Hudson, who blasted a double into right center field his first time up, at the plate.
He's got some real good numbers, too, against the Angels in his career, with batting average coming into the game before the double today at .336. A difficult guy to hit with a double play also, with that speed.
That gets Butcher up to the top step. And Hudson pops up on the first pitch. 2 outs with the bases loaded. A gigantic out on 1 pitch for Joe Saunders.
Boy, Meister Stores with a pop-up, with an opportunity to drive a runner in, and now Hudson got to give the pitchers credit, making good pitches to get those easy routine pop-ups.
Casey Blake struck out looking his first time up. 0-1. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Saunders ahead of Blake now, 0-2. Has a chance to get out of it.
Nice job by Casey Blake to stay alive on that changeup off the outside part of the plate. Casey Blake has 46 strikeouts, 211 at bats. A lot of power, but he will swing at pitches out of the strike zone when you're ahead of the count, as Joe is right now.
Ooh, close pitch, 0-2. Blake laid off it. Saunders probably wanted it. He got him looking back in the first inning.
Good 0-2 pitch, but certainly a pitch that was out of the strike zone. But as a pitcher, it serves its purpose because now you make the hitter think about that pitch, plus you can still go to the outside corner.
He went right there, but that one was just off the corner. And it's 2-2. Now you have to make a pitch, Gooby. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
We're talking about Casey Blake being pretty hot. He's laying off some tough pitches. And these are pitches that most times Casey Blake will be swinging at, but now he's got to go after him with a fastball.
Full count, 2 out, bases loaded. And the Dodgers cleanup hitter at the plate. He walked in a run. Saunders' fastball missed inside, and it's 1-0 Dodgers. They have a hit, 2 walks, and a hit batter in the inning.
I'll tell you what, that pitch for me is a strike. The reason why it's not called a strike because Mike Nobby was sitting on the outside part of the plate. That ball ran, but it ran and got a lot of the plate. That's right on the inside corner, but he was setting up on the outside. A lot of times an umpire won't call that if you miss location where your catcher is setting up.
He's certainly not out of the woods yet with Ethier coming up. And Joe doesn't look very happy, does he?
No, he doesn't. Maybe Mike Bush is going to ask him where that pitch was, but again, you have a couple walks, you have a catcher setting up on the outside part of the plate, and you miss on location. Most times you're not going to get that call.
I'm sure Joe's upset with himself. He was 0-2 to Mitch Jones and hit him with a pitch. He was 0-2 to Blake and walked him. Now Ethier takes ball 1. In this inning, Joe has thrown 20 pitches, only 9 of them strikes. Ethier rolls one to first, and that gets Saunders out of the inning. The Dodgers do score, but they also leave the bases loaded. road jersey, courtesy of San Diego Zoo. Tickets are available for $7 in select view-level seating areas or $12 in the right and left field pavilions. Use the password RALLY at angelsbaseball.com or the Angels Stadium ticket window. Sean Figgins takes the first pitch off the plate. That's a perfect look right there.
Enjoying this game already. It's been a lot of excitement early in the ball game.
Top of the order for the Angels here. Figgins doubled his first time up. Two and one to Sean. Three-one to Figgy. And he's on base again. Time for the U.S. Marine Corps leaders of the game. The Angels in interleague play have been tremendous this year. The only loss coming at Dodger Stadium.
Look at that, 17 home runs and averaging over 7 runs a game. Well, this should be interesting right now. Sean Figgins with 22 stolen bases. With Chad Billingsley, very good as far as negating that running game. Russell Martin behind the plate. 6 attempts at a stolen base against Billingsley and Martin. They've caught 5 base runners.
Abreu hits the ball down the left field line, and Pierre makes a running catch. This has been like a playoff game already.
Well, from this vantage point, it looked like Pierre had no chance at catching that baseball from Bobby Abreu's bat. This one off the lefty, it's going to go away from the left fielder, but a great jump, kept his eye on that baseball, looked it all the way into the glove, and with that speed, makes the play. Great jump, great catch.
One out, Torrey Hunter up there. Figgins driven back to first. Torrey Hunter right now 5th in the All-Star voting among American League outfielders, but whether he's voted in or selected, he's pretty much a cinch. Close again at first.
You can see how quick footwork is for Billingsley. And you added the fact it's about 119 to 125 to home. Not easy for a base runner to get a jump on him.
Figgins is 4th in the American League in stolen bases with 22. And it gets away. That gets Sean to second base. Sometimes it's just the threat of the stolen base that gets you over there.
Sometimes when you're a pitcher, you come close to twice to picking off the base runner, then you really try to be fast, shorten up your throw, and that ball was in the dirt right away. No way Loney was going to be able to stop that throw from getting in towards the dugout.
Now Torrey Hunter, who is 5th in the American League in runs batted in, has an opportunity to tie the game. Oh, that one got into the seats in a hurry. So far, the Angels have been lacking tonight. They're 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. 0-1 to Torrey Hunter. The Angels had this exact same situation in the first inning. Torrey hit a slow roller to Blake, who barehanded it, threw it to first, and Loney gunned it across to Furcal covering third, and they got Figgins. That was a very unusual 5-3-6 double play. One and two now to Hunter.
A lot of times you see a pitcher after he goes inside with the fastball with an elevation, will try to back it up with another fastball on the inside part of the plate. Could play into Torrey's hands if he go back inside with that fastball.
He pulled that one past Dino Ebel, who had to have some quick reactions. On deck is Vlad Guerrero. One and two to Hunter. Two balls, two strikes. At the current pace, Torrey would end up with about 40 home runs. And now it's a full count to Hunter.
Both pitchers tonight have made some quality pitches, but have struggled with their command as far as hitting their spots. Only so far been able to hit their spots when they had to come up with a clutch pitch.
Full count, 3-2 to Torrey Hunter. He bounces it foul. No, fair. It stayed fair. And Loney goes to the bag. Hunter didn't get very far down the line. And Figgins stayed at second.
There wasn't a lot of good about that hole at bat. And that play right there, for Sean Figgins, he's got to be at third base.
I don't think either player read it very well. When it left the bat, it looked like it was going foul, but it turned into an awfully easy play for Loney and the Dodgers.
Because if Sean goes on that play, that's a long throw for Loney across the diamond. He's not going to take that chance. He would take it out.
2 outs now. Vlad Guerrero at the plate. Vladimir takes ball one. Vladdy flied out to center his first time up. He hasn't hit a home run in the last 23 games he's played. One and one to Guerrero, who is in a contract year, so along with the injuries and everything else, he has that on his mind, even if he says he doesn't. Two and one to Vlad.
Pitcher still trying to do the same things, though. Fastballs and off the inside corner, and then trying to get him to swing at breaking pitches off the outside. But watching Vlad during batting practice today, he was driving the ball very well. He's starting to hit the ball. He had, as a pinch hitting role, did a very good job in San Francisco.
Slow breaking ball outside. And it's 3-1 to Guerrero. I'm sure Billingsley, by his reaction, thought he had made a pretty good pitch.
12-6 curveball, 71 miles an hour, just off the outside corner. Russell Martin trying to frame that and bring it back. You got to believe Vlad's going to be swinging fairly hard here.
And he lines a base hit to right field. Figgins scores from second base, and the game is tied at 1. He may not have have the home runs this year, but the swing is coming back.
Getting closer and closer. You watch him, I mentioned in batting practice, hit some long home runs in batting practice, but his first round through was hitting the ball the other way. And here's a fastball count, and our Expo replay fastball right down the middle. Stayed back, trust his hands, and hit that ball hard to right field on a rocket. Gets by Ether. That would have been a bang-bang play with Sean Figgin's speed, no chance. Glad with a base hit RBI.
Angels won, Dodgers won in the third. Juan Rivera at the plate for the Angels. And Juan hits a fly ball into right field. Ethier goes back and just shy of the track makes the catch. After 3, we're tied at 1. Two faced each other most.
I can think of a couple of them. You think Negro brothers.
That was the one that immediately comes to mind, yeah.
How about Phil Negro winning his 300th game? He's known for the knuckleball. He threw nothing but fastballs that game to win his 300th game, and he completed that ball game. I think it was in Toronto, the old exhibition stadium.
I wonder why he did that.
He just wanted to prove he'd get people out with his fastball.
For the 300th win.
Yeah.
Matt Kemp takes a strike to start the 4th inning from Joe Saunders. One ball and one strike to Matt Kemp. We were talking about Joe Torre earlier, but what about Mike Scioscia? I mean, obviously, the team that you make it to the big leagues with is the one you'll remember, the uniform that you'll never forget. And Scioscia in 1980 got sent down to Albuquerque. He was hitting .331 after 52 games, and they brought him up. 1980 he made his Dodger debut and hit .254 for the Dodgers that year. Kemp grounds out to third. Now here's the matchup for tomorrow. Brother to brother, Weaver, Jeff for the Dodgers, Jared for the Angels.
Great story Jeff Weaver is this year to make this Dodger ball club. He volunteered to try to make the club as a bullpen pitcher. Nice job coming back in the starting rotation. Jared's been fantastic.
Well, not only that, but Jeff went to the minor leagues.
Here's sure. Yeah, a guy who had a lot of success at the big league level, was willing to get down to the minor leagues and prove to everybody once again that he was a big league pitcher. It is a great story when you think about it. Jared, how he's matured now, 3 complete games this season already, including a shutout.
There's strike one to James Loney, 1-1. Well, Jared, I think, is throwing the ball better now than he has at any other time, even his rookie year when he got off to that great start.
What he is, he's a better pitcher. Back then, he was a thrower. And not to take anything away from the fact that he had great stuff then, but he's so much more in tune with how to get people out in early pitch counts, changing speeds, spotting his fastball, using his curveball and his slider.
And there's a drive into right center field by James Loney, and deep. That ball is gone. It's a home run for Loney. Saunders left one up to him, and Loney hits it out. That's number 3 on the year. It's 2-1 Dodgers.
And Loney, a left-handed batter, took advantage of the hanging curveball by Joe Saunders. Wanted to expand his zone and bounce that pitch, see if he could get a strikeout. But Loney has 3 home runs in a year, all against left-handed pitching. So replay shows that pitch is supposed to be down, stayed out over the plate.
Saunders knows as soon as that ball leaves his hand, it's not what he wanted. This one's hit right back to him by Russell Martin, and that's the second out of the inning. Two outs.
Well, it's one of those things as a pitcher. Once you release that baseball, you know it's a hanging breaking pitch. All you can hope for is he gets underneath it enough that he pops it up. But that wasn't the case. Loney hits it out.
We've talked about that 1989 All-Star game here at the Big A, in which you were a member of the American League team, but Scioscia was a member of the National League team. That was the first time he'd ever made the All-Star game as the Dodger catcher. Next year, of course, it'll be here. And Mike would love to be here managing that game, believe me, because that would have meant that the Angels won the American League Championship this year.
Vince Scully called that game, that All-Star game in 1989, along with Tom Seaver, as I recall.
And you talked Nolan Ryan's ear off in the bullpen.
He couldn't wait to run away from me.
1-2 to Mitch Jones, who goes down swinging. But a home run by James Loney has given the Dodgers a 2-1 lead. Most often. We're right about Phil and Joe. Necro 9 times.
It'll be some kind of special for Jeff and Jared tomorrow. And it was funny on the pregame show, they talked about it would have been even crazier if it would have been at Dodger Stadium when they had to bat against each other.
Kendry Morales leads off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Angels. Kendry doubled his first time up. You talk about this rivalry between the Angels and Dodgers, and we mentioned there's a lot of red in the stands and blue. I was talking with Mickey Hatcher when the Angels were playing in San Francisco and asked him, Hatch, when you played as a Dodger against the Giants, and that rivalry has always been one of the great ones, the Dodgers and Giants, did you really dislike each other, or was that just something that we as fans thought? And he said, you know, there were certain guys, yes, but really it was the fans. The fans hated each other. He even mentioned one time where they got into a little scuffle, the players did, with Giant fans. 3-2 now to Morales. But as far as the players are concerned, it's usually, I mean, they're just another team. They're guys just like your guys.
Yeah, you want to win every game no matter who you play. The fans certainly have been into this rivalry, that's for sure. There's not a lot of love between Dodgers and Angel fans.
Morales goes down swinging on a high fastball. Well, if there's a cooler at stake, then the rivalry really increases.
Can't wait.
Wednesday, all fans in attendance will receive a free Angels cooler, courtesy of Spark Goods and 106.7 KROQ. Tickets are still available for $7 in the view level seating areas and $12 in the right and left field pavilions when using the password RALLY at angelsbaseball.com or the Angels Stadium ticket window. 1-0 to his Turris. 2 balls, no strikes.
Billings, he's still struggling with his command. 30 pitches in the strike zone, 30 out in his 60 pitches. He got away with that 3-2 pitch to Morales, who was up and out of the strike zone. Now falling behind again, 2-0.
When you were a Royal and they were a very good team, it always seemed to me as if the Royals and Yankees had great games against each other.
That was it. That was our rival. And granted, we weren't in the same division. But I'll never forget this. Every spring training, George Brett would say, I don't care if we lose every other game, but we better beat the Yankees every time we play them. and he gave you a pretty good glare. So we're like, okay, we better make sure we win those games against the Yankees.
So there was something to that one. 3-1 to his Turris. This is the 7th time Billingsley's had a 3-ball count on a hitter, so obviously he is searching for his command a little bit. Meiser hits it fairly hard, but he hit it right out to Matt Kemp. Two outs with Napoli coming up.
With 2 outs, nobody on. Like Napoli up here against a power pitcher. He's just got to look for a fastball early in this count. Try to center one. At least get the extra base hit. If not, hit one out of the yard.
I would think also, Gooby, a lot of teams want to beat the Yankees. They're everybody's rival.
Dodgers aren't that far behind either, trust me. But you want to beat the Dodgers also.
Right. One and 0 to Napoli. You know, that's one of the reasons. There are Yankee fans everywhere.
Even in this game here.
Even at the Angel-Dodger game. High fly ball, right center field. Ethier moves over and puts it away. It's a 1-2-3 Angel fourth. 2-1 Dodgers after 4. Roger Lodge.
Rory, how are you, man?
Oh,
great
I'm
to
great.
be here.
It's great to have you here. You're doing the morning show on KLAA. So I assume you have to go to bed pretty soon. No, you're off tomorrow.
No, we're off tomorrow, baby.
Oh.
It's Saturday. I get to sleep in till 5:30 tomorrow. That's a treat for me. How are you, Gooby?
That's what's going on,
Hey, by
man.
the way, Gooby, is there a better-looking man in television? This guy right here, unbelievable.
Well, Rory's pretty handsome himself.
Absolutely. How great is this night, guys? 45,000 people, Angels, Dodgers, a beautiful night for baseball. Doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah, you were doing the morning show this morning. I was listening. What do you think about this rivalry between the Dodgers and Angels? Do you think it's finally festered into something similar to Red Sox Yankees?
I don't think there's anything quite like, Red Sox, Yankees, or it's not to that level yet. I think the fans, we get it going in the Sports Lodge every morning on AM 830, and the fans are really getting into it.
A ground ball base hit to center field for Juan Pierre to lead off the fifth. Well, we were talking about that, Roger. It's not. I don't think it's so much the players as it's just the Dodger fans and the Angel fans.
No doubt, and plus it's early. What is it, June 19th today? This is, big three-game series, though. But, I think for right now it's a little early for the players. But the fans are getting into it. People calling the morning show every morning. Everybody was fired up today.
Were they polite?
No, they weren't.
No,
they were not polite in the least, which makes it a lot of fun.
You, of course, would never egg them on, though.
No, I would never stoop to that level. What am I, Jerry Springer? That's hit deep to left. See you later.
Oh, man. Rafael Furcal blasted out to left field. And the Dodgers have a 4-1 lead.
Well, you're talking about Furcal having a lot of power. Pitch on the inner half of the plate. Short, compact swing. Furcal hits that one way out. This Dodger club, very powerful. They can steal some bases. They got some pop. That guy's hitting for. They're almost, when you look at this lineup, 1 through 9, it's almost like an American League lineup playing in the National League. Another fastball that wasn't located.
Yeah, Joe's thrown a
Saunders.
couple of pitches he'd like to have back. The one to Loney and that one to Furcal.
I tell my son, my 5-year-old, whatever level you're pitching, you can't put the ball right there, guys. You're going to get hurt.
You don't get those baseballs back a lot when you make a mistake on location.
No, you don't.
Possibly, Roger, in a 5-year-old game, it might not hurt you as much as it does.
Exactly. But if my 5-year-old throws a pitch like that, he misses dinner for a week.
That's good parenting.
Yes, outstanding. And you know what, guys? A lot of people talking about the Dodgers, the fact that, they're in the National League West. That's why they have the best record in baseball. I got news for you, folks. The Dodgers are for real. That's a heck of a baseball team.
Orlando Hudson strokes one into left center field. It's rolling toward the warning track as Hudson settles in with a double.
When you look at this Dodger club, the top 3 batters in the lineup, certainly not big, strong guys, but guys that put the ball in play. They have speed, and when you make a mistake, they take advantage of it. Orlando Hudson continues to hit well against the Angels, hit well over .330 in his career against the Angels. Hits that ball in the gap, that speed, easily gets into second.
That double by Hudson had Socha looking at his lineup card and then going to the phone to call Mercado and say, get Jepson up.
Guys, when I was coming out of the bullpen for Whittier College and the ladies, this would have been a good spot for me right now. They would have called on Lodge right here to come in and pour some more gas on the fire.
Yeah, but the crowds were a lot bigger back then.
You're absolutely right,
a lot
Rory.
of pressure.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, guys, what'd you think of those Lakers? How about that season, huh?
Yeah, that was amazing when you think about it. And it was one of those series, too. It could have gone either way for a while. If they make that layup, if Lee makes that layup,
sure.
Of course, if they make a couple free throws in Game 4,
it would have been a whole different series.
And Van Gundy drew up a great play.
Yes, he did. That's got to hurt as a coach.
Oh,
that's got to hurt.
They got exactly what they wanted and missed.
Exactly. And Courtney Lee had a layup 2 possessions earlier that if he makes that, the game's over. But hey, you got to be happy for the Lakers and Phil Jackson and Kobe.
You were down there at the parade, too. How was that?
Yes, I was. That was like... it was about 1 million people. It turned into the Jerry Springer show. It was just absolutely crazy. But the great thing about it, guys, LA showed the class that we're all about. They celebrated. They had a great time. There weren't a lot of incidents, a lot of craziness. It was spectacular.
Casey Blake taps one to Figgins. And that's the first out of the inning.
And let me just say, before we continue here with the action, Rory,
yes.
Mark Gubizar, kind enough to join us at least once a week in the Sports Lodge every morning, 6 to 10 a.m. 8:30. Can we get Rory Marcus? We can't even get your people on the phone.
Well, give me half of what you pay Gooby.
What is half a zero?
Come on, Gooby. Do we have some fun in the morning?
Oh, we have a good time.
We have a great time talking
Wednesday.
everything LA sports and having a lot of fun along the way. Gooby's on every Wednesday morning.
Well, he's made it clear he'll do anything.
Yeah.
He'll go on any show at any time.
You got to love that about Gooby.
Rory has people?
Evidently. Hey, guys, who do you think's going to end up the head basketball coach at USC? Or does anybody even care in this town?
I got to believe they do, and Rory might be able to know that. He does their game, so Rory, you got to have some.
Come on, you got some inside, Rory. What do you got? How'd that interview go with Reggie Theus?
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
It's definitely a possibility.
But boy, I think they really want to bring in Jamie Dixon, the head coach at Pitt, an LA kid. My goodness, he was a child actor here. He's an LA guy. He was Ben Howland's assistant for a long time, a great recruiter. I think he would step that program up big time.
Has he ever? He never had the line, "Good morning, Mr. Quartermain," or whatever you used to say.
That was me on General Hospital. You watched.
Well,
God bless you.
I have a tremendous memory of that.
That is unbelievable, Rory.
I have details in my head that no one would ever care about.
Hey, let me tell you something. You got De Niro. You got that hack Pacino. What Roger Lodge was doing on General Hospital, you can't teach what I was doing, guys.
0-2 to Ethier. Is Torres makes the play, 2 down.
So GH, huh?
A little bit, had a little recurring role on it. Their great casting director, Mark Teschner, brought me in, and things turned out well. And then I was lucky enough to play on the General Hospital basketball team. We played a lot of games, and they would always get so mad at me for hogging the ball and not giving it up. My give-and-go play was give it to me and go to hell, and nobody could understand that.
And your career has rocketed since then.
Skyrocketed, on fire.
Because of that.
That's right.
You were blacklisted after that.
Look at Rory taking the shots, Gooby. It's unbelievable.
Oh, I absorb that 9 innings every night. I'm glad you're here to take some punches instead of me.
Matt Kemp up there for the Dodgers with 2 outs.
Look at Kemp.
You can admit it, Roger. Were you a Dodger fan as a kid?
I grew up an Angel fan.
Perfect.
I used to ride my bike up Catella Avenue, okay? We would stop off at Knott's Berry Farm, pretend like we ran out of gas. We would beg for change from people,
right?
And then we'd have enough money to pay $1.50 to sit in the top deck every time Nolan Ryan pitched.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
That's the best.
Best memories of my life.
Can't get much better than that.
No, you really can't.
Can you see the ball coming in from that?
Not really.
And now you go to work at the stadium.
Yes, the same stadium where I sat in the top deck and watched Nolan Ryan throw 246 pitches one night. El Tiante went all 15 for the Red Sox, and the Angels won in 15 innings.
You were meant to be here.
That was breaking ball from Saunders, just missed. Look at that, huh? There he is. So Nolan Ryan, who they didn't want to keep here for $1 million a year.
So they didn't worry about the pitch count back then.
No, I don't think so. Don't get me started on the pitch count. That's fouled away to Kemp. Look at me trying to take over Roy's job.
I'll go right ahead.
Fouled away 3-2. So Kemp's doing a heck of a job in center field.
What's your call? What's he going to throw, Joe Saunders, right here?
Well, okay. What do we got? We got full count, 3-2 count with Matt Kemp, fastball hitter. I'm going to go something off speed away from him, see if he chases. How about you, Gooby?
Going fastball in.
Well, he hits a fly ball, and it was a fastball. Roger will get up early Monday to listen. Thanks for coming in.
Sports Lodge every morning, AM 8:30, 6 to 10. Thanks, boys.
Roger, it was a pleasure.
For Call and Loney have home runs off of Joe Saunders. And the Angels are going to have to come from behind if they're going to keep their roll going. Eric Ibar to lead off the bottom of the fifth. Ibar popped up to third, his first time up. Willie used to be with the Dodgers. He's with the Rays now. Texas is trailing also. They're in San Francisco behind the Giants 3-1 in the fifth.
And Randy Johnson's on the hill for the Giants in that game. He won his 300th career game.
And leading the Rangers tonight. Oakland, San Diego tied up. Ibar pulls one down the line, foul. Two balls, two strikes. Eric batting ninth in the Angels batting order, and Billingsley, having thrown 70 pitches already, as he works in the fifth, gets him with a wicked breaking ball. Fans, there's a great ticket special coming up for the June 22nd through 24th games, courtesy of ESPN Zone, as the Angels host the Rockies. Tickets are still available, $7 in select view-level seats, $12 in the right and left field pavilions. Use the password RALLY at the Angel Stadium ticket window or angelsbaseball.com.
Well, the Rockies playing great baseball right now. That should be a very good series also.
Well, they really are. And they'll be coming in after this series, so it's quite a homestand for the Angels. The Rockies have won 2 in a row after winning 11 in a row and then dropping one. (2-0) to Sean Figgins. And what has that gotten the Rockies? A .500 record and 10.5 games behind the Dodgers. But under Jim Tracy, the former Dodger manager, they are really playing well.
Their pitching staff has been very good, and their bullpen even better. He's stretching out the starters, letting them pitch deeper in the games, shortening up the bullpen work for the Rockies.
Figgins is 9th in the American League in hitting, and he hits a line drive that gets away from Ethier. Figgins turns and holds. It looked like Andre Ethier had a pretty good shot at a sliding catch right there, but was unable to gather it in.
A little bit of top spin to Sean Figgins. Ethier did have a good jump on this baseball. Fastball challenged Sean Figgins. Came sliding in, thought he had it, but hit the heel of his glove. He got away from him. Still got up and held Sean Figgins. There you can see him right on the heel of the glove. Figgins still at first base.
Bobby Abreu, the batter. We mentioned Figgy 9th in the American League in batting average. Ichiro leads the league at .349. Figgins came in hitting .320 and has 2 more hits tonight. Russell Martin got it down there and picks Figgins off for first.
What a job by Russell Martin. That was a breaking pitch in the dirt, scoops it and throws and gets Sean Figgins. Boy, he got him there too. That was a good tag by Loney. Sean Figgins having a tough time on the base pass today so far. Good read, but great throw and catch by Russell Martin.
1-1 to Abreu. Over the mound, tough play. But Furcal makes it. And the Angels are gone in the fifth, trailing 4-1.
Makes an outstanding play, full extension. Makes the play, gets the Dodgers out of the innings. Makes a great one throughout this game so far. And that's the Coors Light Freeze Cam, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light.
Thank you.
Look at that. You even have the umbrella saying Coors Light out there.
It all comes together beautifully, doesn't it?
It does. Get much better than that. Bringing it all together.
Sixth inning, and James Loney leads off for the Dodgers. Saunders with 85 pitches under his belt now. Loney homered last time up and bounces that one into the seats. No balls, 2 strikes. Popped up by Loney. Behind second base is Turris. Makes the play. You know, fans, after an exciting interleague game, I like to start a wood staining project. Which reminds me, it's time for the Cabot wood stain legendary performance. Joe Saunders, the first Angel left-hander to make the All-Star team since Chuck Finley. One out, and Russell Martin at the plate. What do you think about that, Gooby?
I can't quite think about you doing that, Rory, so I'm just trying to take a break. A mental break right now.
1 ball and 1 strike to Russell Martin. Two and 1. Three balls and a strike to Russell Martin with 1 out and nobody on in the top of the 6th. Saunders trying to hang in the ball game, down by 3.
Martin's hit a base hit up the middle and a comebacker up the middle so far.
And a bullet down the left field line, foul. Martin singled and scored back in the third inning. In the air to center field, but playable for Torrey Hunter. 2 outs.
Number 17.
That'll bring on Mitch Jones. Jones has been hit by a pitch and struck out tonight, 0 for 1. Oh, and 1 to Mitch Jones. He really paid his dues. He was in his 10th year in the minor leagues this year when the Dodgers called him up. And at 31, made his major league debut. He swings through that one and strikes out to end the 6th. Dodgers 4, Angels 1. AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, your world delivered. Oh, what a cutie pie. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. He says, look, I'm on camera.
in Angel gear. Torrey Hunter got to get it started for the Angels. Well, is he still with some command issues? That bullpen for the Dodgers has been very good this season, so you want to take advantage of Billingsley when he's not hitting the spots.
Two 2-0 to Torrey Hunter, leading off the bottom of the 6th inning. The Angels certainly showed their ability to come from behind when they beat Tim Lincecum and the Giants 2 days ago.
Got to take advantage when you get an opportunity with base runners. He has thrown a number of pitches, not many of them in the strike zone.
He hasn't had pinpoint control by any stretch tonight.
But like most very good pitchers, when they need to make that pitch, he's been able to do so. And the defense has certainly helped him out.
The Angels get the leadoff man on. Torrey Hunter, a leadoff walk in the bottom of the 6th. So now Billingsley will face Vladdy with a man on and nobody out.
Vlad had a great swing against Billingsley last time up for that RBI.
Guerrero has driven in the only Angel run of the night. Oh, Vladdy was bailing out on that one.
That was a backup slider. Supposed to be on the outside corner, but backed up on Billingsley and froze Vlad Guerrero on that slider.
One and one to Vlad Guerrero. Billingsley is at 85 pitches right now. But it's almost an even split. 43 strikes, 42 out of the strike zone. He gets strike 2 to Vladimir.
And Billingsley has an above average slider. That was a great slider on the outside part of the plate. Stayed on top of that pitch. Sharp slider. Vlad unable to make contact.
He made contact with that one, but pulled it foul.
Again, another backup hanging slider by Billingsley. We talk a lot of it about pitch counts. Billingsley only at 87, that's still manageable, but it's a stressful 87. He hasn't had good command, so he keeps trying to fight his body to get his mechanics properly in position to make good pitches. And eventually you get taxed on the mound.
That's a fair ball. Safe at second, safe at first. Blake has made so many incredible plays already and almost came up with another one right there, just not quite.
Well, another slider. You saw the wrist action on that slider. That's why you see it hanging over the middle part of the plate. Casey Blake tries to make it a great play, but probably his only chance he had at all was going to first base, and even then he probably didn't have a chance. It still makes the play as far as catching the ball, keeps it from being a double.
He did keep it from going down the line, but the Angels have a big opportunity right now. First and second, nobody out. Juan Rivera at the plate. When you think about it, Gooby, yes, we've talked about how both teams are hot and how great the rivalry's been, but the Dodgers are the team with a 9-game lead in their division. The Angels, yes, they've won 6 in a row, and they're still trying to catch the Rangers. So these games might be just a little bit more intense from an Angel standpoint.
But Joe Torre has not had a lot of success against a team managed by Mike Scioscia. When he was with the Yankees, he had trouble. 2-1 this year as far as the Angels winning that series. But here's an advantage right now for the Angels. Jump on this possibility of another pitch that's at bad location for Billingsley. Juan Rivera's been hitting the ball very well, a lot of power. And Billingsley, if you check his mechanics out, a lot of times he's throwing uphill. And what I mean by that, Rory, is not landing, getting over his front side of his throwing leg, and that's why he's getting a lot of pitches elevated.
Only 9 first pitch strikes in 23 batters faced. And he's 1-0 to Rivera. That was a good pitch.
It was more of a cut fastball on the outside part of the plate. 1-0. Obviously, Juan's looking for a fastball middle in to be able to drive, and he throws the cut fastball off the corner.
One and one to Juan Rivera. Two and one.
Certainly a good fastball count for Juan Rivera here. Billingsley doesn't want to fall behind 3-1. He's got a good fastball. Probably going to challenge Juan on this pitch.
Fly ball right field. We'll see if Torrey Hunter tags up to move to third. Ethier has a great arm. Andre makes the catch, but Torrey moves up to third easily. Rivera hit it deep enough to move him up.
And he did challenge him with a fastball, but just a tad underneath it for Juan Rivera. And that throw by Andre Ethier into shortstop, we think you don't necessarily worry about Torrey going to third as much. You want to make sure you keep Vlad at first and you still keep the double play in line.
Kendry Morales has had some good swings against Billingsley tonight. He ripped a double in the second inning and struck out last time up. Oh, and 1 to Kendry. Billingsley ahead on the count. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing the attendance number tonight. It is just packed. Standing room only out beyond the outfield walls here tonight.
Boy, they're seeing a pretty good game so far. And Billingsley, we mentioned the good ones make pitches when he had to. A couple of really good pitches of Morales. Now it's up to Kendry just to try to put the ball in play.
A little bit high. 1 and 2 to Kendry Morales. Two balls, two strikes.
Because he tried to get Morales to swing a fastball up and out of zone like he did last time. Then he threw the cut fastball. Now even count. For a pitcher, you still have some option to use your all-speed pitches. And they want to go fastball on the outside corner.
Full count, 3 and 2. After Morales comes his Turris. Billingsley was ahead of Morales 0-2. Now he's gone to 3-2. Kendry fouled that one off his foot.
Hey, Billingsley does a nice job of throwing that cut fastball in on left-handed batters. As a batter, especially a lefty going against a righty, you see the ball out over the plate, and then once you make that commitment, the ball cuts in on your hands, fouls that one off its leg. There's a hit of your eyes, just open up. You think that fastball's right over the middle, then the cut action, he fouls that ball right off his thigh and knee area. You can really see that in the X-Mo, the cut action of that fastball. It starts middle, then starts working in the inside part of the plate against the lefty. With that, turning that front toe in the front toe and back toe to keep his balance back.
Fouls another one away.
It's amazing when you watch hitters, what they're able to do as far as their stance or what timing mechanisms you have to be able to make sure you stay back and can center up the baseball.
Full count, 3-2 to Kendry Morales. This will be the 8th pitch in this at-bat and the 100th of the night for Billingsley. And the issue is still not settled. This is a big league battle right here between Billingsley and Morales.
It's really an opportunity, possible game on the line. There's certain innings you look for, whether a pitcher's going to make mistakes and the hitters take advantage. Just a chance for the Angels to get back in this game.
And it still goes on.
And 3-2 count once again. Fastball first pitch, shook off the slider, now come with the curveball.
And walks Morales to load him up. Bases loaded, 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. The go-ahead run coming to the plate, but Torrey not taking any chances, has Guillermo Mota and Brent Leach warming up. The Angels with Torrey Hunter at third base. Vladdy's at second. Morales at first. That was a 10-pitch walk to Morales. And now it's 1-0 to his Turris.
Well, again, looking at the mechanics of Billingsley standing straight up on that fastball when he tries to elevate it in the strike zone. Sometimes that's a sign for your pitcher coach and Rick Honeycutt. They were looking at Joe Torre that he may be getting tired at this point.
And Meister strokes one into right field. That scores Hunter. Here comes Guerrero to the plate. Here's the throw, not in time. Vladdy scores. His Turris drives in 2, and it's 4-3 Dodgers.
Once again, Meister restores Mr. Automatic with runners in scoring position, particularly with the bases loaded. Good at bat. Billingsley getting tired, making some mistakes with the fastball. Fastball, middle, perfect spot for Meister to get that type of swing. Oh, what a hack by Meister. Level cut. Hit that hard. The reason why Dino Evil sent Vlad home on Ethier, and that was because he saw that Ethier got handcuffed in that line drive in the right field, took the chance, and Vlad scores.
Runners on the corners, still only 1 out. Mike Napoli at the plate for the Angels. Ball 1.
Missed badly on that pitch. Fastball to the outside corner was supposed to be and ended up on the inside corner. Again, pitch count, for me, an overrated stat. It's what kind of command you have with your pitches. At 105, Billingsley have a tough time commanding the zone.
If they did away with the pitch count stat, you wouldn't miss it for a minute, would you?
No, not at all. It's all about the feel. If you're a manager or pitching coach, you can see right now that Billingsley is probably at the end of his rope here as far as having an opportunity to get through this inning. He's fighting it. 106 pitches, only 56 have been strikes.
He's 1-1 to Mike Napoli. Strike 2 to Mike. Napoli could tie the game with a fly ball. The Dodger infield is back looking for a double play. Dino Evil comes up to say something to Kendry Morales. Meister at first base. There's a shot foul right into the Dodger dugout.
And that might have got somebody on the Dodgers.
Boy, that was a bullet right into their dugout. Well, they're laughing, so I think everything's all right.
Looked like it was by Randy Wolf. Baseball always finds a pitcher also.
1-2. Curveball hit in the air to center field. Henry Morales will tag up at third and score to tie the game.
Great at bat for Mike Napoli. That was a pretty good pitch, too, by Billingsley. A slider that was down and on the outside corner, but Napoli looking to try to get a pitch to hit in the air. Hit that ball pretty well, too. Spin on that slider, but he was just looking to make contact, Mike Napoli, and a great swing. Shorten up a swing. That was a perfect pitch.
That's knowing the situation, too, isn't it?
Exactly. That's a guy that's swinging the bat much better. The Mike's a great base run to get into scoring position, too, tagging from first to second.
Now with 2 outs and Ibar at the plate. That was the 32nd pitch of the inning thrown by Billingsley. The Angels have come back to tie this game at 4. Joe Saunders is even again. One and one to Eric Ibar. Jason Bolger getting ready in the Angel bullpen.
See Russell Martin running out there to talk to Chad Billingsley, trying to figure out what pitch he could try to get him to make here to get through this inning. Good catches will try to do that. It's a matter of Billingsley have anything left to get it out.
On the ground, on the line, backhanded by Loney to Billingsley in time for the out. Another good defensive play. It ends the 6th, but the Angels get 3, and we are tied at 4. Saunders with a new lease on life, facing Juan Pierre. Pierre's 1 for 2. He has a sacrifice bunt and a base hit. 1-1.
Big inning for Joe Saunders. The offense picked him up. It's an opportunity to show why you're the ace of the team right now. You and Jared Weaver get an opportunity. The offense picks you up. Respond. Throw up a 0. Get that first batter. Keep that speed off the base pass.
Coming up, pitch number 100 from Saunders. Two balls, 2 strikes to Juan Pierre. He slaps it down the third base line. Foul. Look where Rivera was playing him, Gooby. That ball looked like it was going down the line, and Juan was there in a second.
Yeah, he's playing him, obviously, to go the other way. Going to pitch him the outside part of the plate. A lot of times when you have a guy with a lot of speed, you try to elevate the fastball to the outside corner and get him to hit fly balls to left field, because most times they're not going to have the power to hit it over the left fielder's head. As you see Juan playing shallow.
He is shallow and towards the line. Pierre instead grounds it slowly to Ibar. And Eric's great arm gets him.
In and our Jack in the Box. Outside the box. For call. Fastball to the inside part of the plate, but Juan Pierre was stealing on the play. As Eric Ibar tried to sell him, it's a pop up in the infield and forces him to go back. Tag that base to make sure he didn't miss it, and then scores on that 2-run home run by Furcal. And that is our Jack in the Box, outside the box.
And that's also it for Joe Saunders tonight. Out he goes, tied at 4.
Trying to get on top of that sinking fastball on the outside part of the plate, turned his wrist up in a cutback action, middle part, and that's what he made a couple of mistakes on, but he battled. Did a nice job.
He gives way to Jason Bolger, who's been pitching well lately. 2-1 now, and has his ERA, which was up in the stratosphere for a short time, under 5 now. He's really been doing a nice job. And he gets a strike for call.
Boy, just like the games at Dodger Stadium, close. Nail biters again.
Tomorrow it's Jared Weaver against Jeff Weaver. On our pregame show tonight, Jeff said this is the year. Dodger Angel World Series. You never know.
I think both clubs would like that.
Boy, would the games be something special. Pop fly toward the line, and Juan Rivera is still there. 2 outs.
Tell you what, this game feels like a playoff game, the way it's been back and forth, some tremendous defensive plays. Fans totally into this game.
Oh, great defensive plays, just enough power. An Angel comeback from 4-1 down to tie it. And a tremendous atmosphere. And that's okay.
Boy, that's playing for the tie as we are right here in the game. 4-4. Dodger uniform with the rally monkey on your shoulder.
Just in case.
Oh, yeah, definitely all bases covered on that one. That way you don't have anybody mad at you.
Two and 0 to Orlando Hudson, who has 2 doubles in the game tonight. It's also close in San Francisco. Giants 5, Rangers 4. They're in the 7th inning there. And the Angels coming in a game and a half behind Texas. In the hole at shortstop, Ibar won't even throw it. Now with Hudson running, that's an infield base hit for Orlando Hudson. His 3rd hit of the night.
Boy, and Hudson with some pretty good speed. 5 stolen bases on the season. Jammed him. Ibar with one of the strongest arms in baseball, but no chance to be able to even think about making that throw across. Two of the strongest arms of any shortstops in the game of baseball playing here tonight with Furcal and Ibar.
So Hudson came in hitting .309 tonight and has 3 more hits. The batter is Casey Blake. Blake walked with the bases loaded in the 3rd inning to give the Dodgers a 1-0 lead at the time. The Dodgers have already won a game against the Angels this year with a bases loaded walk. Walk-off walk.
Hudson with a lot of speed. Mentioned 5 stolen bases on the season, but when you look at his track record for his career, not a guy that has a ton of stolen bases. Season high of 10 in 2007. But he does have speed, and it certainly would be an opportunity if he gets a good jump to try to steal the base.
One ball, 1 strike to Casey Blake. If you go back to April, Mike Scioscia wouldn't have had the confidence in the way Bolger was pitching to put him in right now. But all of a sudden, Jason's become a very viable option.
I think when you think of Mike Butcher, Mike Scioscia, what they talk to Jason Bolger is about, when you throw 94, 95, you have a great curveball and a slider, and even an occasional changeup, you just got to attack the hitters. Don't give them too much credit. Go after them, trust the movement on your pitches. But when you're ahead, make a quality pitch. Make them swing at your pitch.
He's ahead of Blake 1-2. And strikes him out with the curveball. Great job by Bolger. We hit the 7th inning stretch, tied at 4. Dodgers bring a lefty in, Brent Leach from the Dodger bullpen.
At least a nice job. Took a pretty good fastball. At 87 to 92, he cuts the fastball. He's also got a slider and an occasional changeup.
Juan Pierre and Sean Figgins are such close friends that as kids they dreamed about playing in the World Series. Well, maybe this year they'll both make it, but they would be playing against each other, and Figgins envisioned that earlier today.
Well, I hope he gets a lot of hits, but I hope he loses. That's always my motto. It would be nice to, we always talked about if we had a chance to play in the World Series. He'd probably have a hit in every game, but he would have to lose. I would have to take the championship over him if we had a chance.
I'm
like
sure
that.
that's exactly how he feels, too.
Give him a few hits.
Yeah.
Let him check out your World Series ring the next year.
Figgy now to lead off the bottom of the seventh.
Those two are just best of friends. While the series is being played down here in Anaheim, Juan Pierre is staying with Sean Figgins.
Well, maybe he'll give him the Dodgers signs.
Or maybe he could just have Juan just chase his home run over the left field wall. Get some exercise.
1-0 to Figgy. We talked about the crowd tonight, and we have the number 44,222. I'm pretty sure that's the biggest crowd of the year, and there's not a place for anybody. Dodger and Angel friends together. 1-2.
Sean Figgins trying to get on base again. Got a double, single, base on balls. 3 times have been on base. No doubt this guy should be an all-star.
Good pitch by Brent Leach. Strikes him out to start the seventh. 1 out. Bobby Abreu coming up.
That was that cut fastball. It almost resembles a slider, but a cutter down and in at 86. Pitch by Leach.
Leach is 26 years old. He's from Mississippi. Born in a town called Flowood, Mississippi. Bobby Abreu takes outside, ball 1. Well, Leach has picked a couple of pretty good idols. It says his all-time favorite baseball player is Nolan Ryan. His all-time favorite celebrity is Elvis. Maybe because Elvis is from Mississippi.
Elvis.
That's unusual for somebody that young, though, to be that big an Elvis fan. Two and one.
More than likely the only batter left for Leach to face here, Bobby Abreu, with a couple right-handed batters coming up on deck against him. So this is his batter.
And Joe Torre, who no doubt remembers Elvis pretty well, has He just told Honeycutt, my favorite was crying in the chapel. They're looking out there towards the Dodger bullpen where they have Guillermo Mota warming up. Two and two to Bobby Abreu. Leach just missed with that one.
It's a great eye by Bobby Abreu, also with that reputation of knowing the strike zone. And he got that borderline pitch.
If you have that reputation, you get those, don't you?
Yeah, if you're a free swinger, or if you're a pitcher on the mound, you've been out of the zone a lot during the game, you're not going to get a borderline pitch. But Bobby, with that great eye and that on-base percentage, got the benefit of that call.
The Angels rallied last inning for 3 runs to tie it. And he draws a walk. And here comes Torrey. He's going to have to go down and get Guillermo Mota now, with the right-handed hitting Torrey Hunter coming up. Leach, unable to get Abreu, leaves the game, still a 4-4 tie. Justin Cooper, our local finalists in People Magazine's All-Stars Among Us. Through June 24th, you can vote for one by going to foxsports.com and clicking on the link for All-Stars Among Us. The winner from each major league city will be honored before the All-Star Game on July 14th. Seen only on Fox.
That's a great gesture.
Angel fans waving that rally monkey, and even that Dodger fan bobbing his head a little bit.
Hey, the promos they have with the rally monkey coming on, it's trying to get the rally going. It's amazing the concept they come up with. That was a psycho theme for the rally monkey.
Guillermo Mota.
Guillermo could still bring it up there with that fastball, 91 to 96. A decent slider and a real good changeup.
You're talking about the movie Psycho, right? Not
Yes.
just the monkey being psycho.
No, the movie Psycho.
1 out, 1 on. Well, it would scare anybody if they were in the shower and a monkey came into the room.
I don't think there's any question about that. That would be scary.
Yes.
Torrey Hunter's always said that. That's his new best friend.
I know it. It's a successful thing when players from other teams actually do talk about it.
And the right guy up here in the spot.
Mota working a little bit slowly here. No shortage of monkeys there. Torrey lines one to left field for a base hit. Abreu stops at second. The Angels have 2 men on with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. And Torrey Hunter now with an 11-game hitting streak.
Good swing, too, by Torrey. A fastball that was elevated enough. Hits it hard into left field. Juan Pierre, knowing that Angel reputation, going first or third, but most times in baseball, came up and cut that ball off and keeps Bobby Abreu at second base.
Now Vlad Guerrero. One out, 2 men on in a 4-4 tie. Strike one to Vladdy. Guerrero has 2 hits tonight, both singles. One of them drove in a run.
Mota for a while struggled for the Dodgers out of the bullpen, but of late, last 11 games, 12 1/3 scoreless innings. Got away with that first pitch to Vlad. Looked like Vlad was determined to take that first pitch, because that was a pitch he usually hits a mile.
He's had success 4 for 7 against Guillermo Mota. Ground ball, shortstop for call, gets it to Hudson, and the Dodgers turn an inning-ending double play. After 7, we are still tied at 4. fans, the first ever Angels Patriotic Series takes place July 2nd through the 5th. On the 2nd, the U.S. Navy Leapfrogs are parachuting into the stadium. Friday's game features a C-17 pregame flyover and postgame Big Bang Friday fireworks. On Saturday night, there will be a pregame flyover by Black Hawk helicopters, followed by a patriotic postgame 4th of July fireworks show. The series concludes on the 5th with a pregame concert and barbecue at the Big A, presented by Go Country.
Well, that should be a great time.
Darren Oliver is in now for the Angels as we go to the 8th inning, and Andre Ethier leads off for the Dodgers. And lines one to right field. Abreu is there to catch it. One pitch from Oliver and one out, although Ethier hit it pretty well.
He hit it well, but it's amazing the atmosphere in the stadium here tonight. Every baseball that's hit hard or put in play, the fans go nuts. But Oliver got away with that one. Ethier hit that one right on the nose.
One out, Matt Kemp coming up. One and 0 to Kemp. Andre Ethier upset about hitting that ball that hard and getting nothing for it. These two teams are really tuned into this series. There's a shot into right field for a base hit. Abreu gets to it and holds Kemp to a single.
Boy, Kemp continues to hit left-handers so well. Into the game at 373. His first base hit.
Hit number 7 for the Dodgers tonight. The Angels have 6.
A pitch that was elevated enough where Matt Kemp get his arms extended. A good swing. He thought about trying to stretch that into a double. Bobby Abreu did a nice job of cutting that baseball off and getting it into the infield.
James Loney, a very dangerous hitter, although it's lefty against lefty here. Oliver gets ahead of him. Loney already has a home run tonight. And Justin Spires getting ready in the Angel bullpen. Saunders went 6 into third. Now it's up to the bullpen. Bolger did a great job. Darren Oliver trying to follow suit. The Dodgers had a 4-1 lead earlier in this ball game. This is what gave the Dodgers that 3-run lead.
Hanging breaking pitch out over the plate for Loney. For a left-handed batter, he prefers to pitch up in the zone. There's troubles with it down, especially on the outside part of the plate.
1-2. The runner goes. Loney strikes out, but the steal by Kemp is completed. So now 2 outs with Kemp at second.
Pretty good jump. Matt Kemp very fast. Goes on first movement. Gets himself in a scoring position on that strikeout.
And with 2 outs, Russell Martin at the plate for the Dodgers. Russell is 1 for 3 tonight with a single. His first time up, but first, here comes Butcher.
And I think Mike Butcher's going to make sure Darren Oliver and Mike Napoli on the same page. Russell Martin's had some good swings throughout this game. You have an open base. You have a youngster on deck, Mitch Jones. Be careful when to make a swing at your pitch.
Spire getting ready. There are some upcoming game time changes for the rest of this series. Tomorrow night's game is now a 6:05 start. It'll be on KCOP. Sunday's game is a 5 o'clock start, and it's the Sunday night game of the week. You can always go to angelsbaseball.com for updates, but just know that if you're coming out here for the next 2 games of this series. Tomorrow, 6:05, 5 o'clock Sunday. Now they're going to walk Russell Martin intentionally.
Mike Butcher, when he went out to talk to Darren Oliver, he gave him the option. Otherwise, that would be a call straight in for Mike Socha. If Darren Oliver's not confident he's going to be able to pitch to get Martin in there, just go ahead and walk him. And that's what they're doing.
And pitch to Mitch Jones, who is the 31-year-old rookie the Dodgers have right now to be their DH in these American League Park games. He's been hit by a pitch and struck out twice, and he's being called back to the dugout. The Dodgers will pinch hit for Mitch Jones.
Mark Loretta.
Yep.
Very good at handling the bat.
Torrey working on the lineup card. And here comes Socha, so he's going to bring in Spire. We're still tied at 4 in the 8th inning.
Blake with the bases loaded. That is our Lexus pursuing perfection. It certainly feels like a playoff game, and the guys are performing both defensively and offensively.
Every sense of the word, Gooby, from the plays to the clutch hits to the crowd. It's as if it is October already.
And there's no discounting the atmosphere at this ballpark, and the reason why it feels that way. Ethier upset himself. He hit that ball right on the nose of right field. Bobby Rivera makes the play. Not happy about that. Ibar, tremendous defensive play on that chopper off the glove of Joe Saunders.
And the Dodgers going to the bench for a pinch hitter. Mark Loretta will face Justin Spire. 2 out, 2 on. First pitch outside, ball 1. He's 1 for 15 as a pinch hitter since a good start. popped up foul and heading toward the seats, out of play. One and one to Mark Loretta. Now Spire in a clutch situation. Two and one. At this point in his career, what would you consider Spire's best pitch?
Well, it's still his best bread and butter pitch would be the fastball, sinking fastball at the knees. It's set up to be able to get him out with a split finger fastball, but it's still the fastball for him.
And he misses inside with that one. He's 3-1 to Loretta. The leadoff hitter, Juan Pierre, waits on deck. And Loretta draws a walk to load him up. Another bases loaded situation in this ball game. A single and two walks for the Dodgers in the eighth. And Juan Pierre at the plate.
With a lot of speed, Juan Pierre. The one good thing with the bases loaded, you have options. You can throw it to the base, just in case he hits one of those infield hits or infield choppers. You got to force it any bag.
He has a single and a sacrifice bunt tonight. Great speed, bases loaded, 2 outs, the game tied up in the eighth. And we still have tomorrow to look forward to, Weaver versus Weaver. Ball one to Pierre. Now there's no room for Spire to issue a walk. All of a sudden that open base doesn't exist anymore, so Butcher's going out to talk to him.
What Justin is doing right now is dropping his elbow, and that forces the fastball up in the strike zone. Anytime you have this guy that relies on sink on the fastball, you drop your elbow just a little bit, or ride up, and he'll have that movement to ride out of the strike zone. He's got to stay on top with that pitch. Huge pitch right here in this spot.
1-0 to Juan Pierre. That evens the count. Pierre is hitting .328. Two and one. Spire's thrown 8 pitches, only 2 strikes. And that evens it up at 2-2. Again, Juan Rivera in left field, playing shallow and toward the line to try and take away that little dunker to the opposite field from Pierre. Still 2-2.
Boy, he came in with the split on that one. Especially 2-2 count. Again, a 2-2 count with the bases loaded, you still have some options. You can throw your secondary pitches, but 3-2, you always got to come in with your number one pitch.
And there's that exact hit they were protecting against, and Rivera is there to catch it. The Dodgers leave the bases loaded. It's 4-4 in the eighth. Davidson, America's largest mobile-to-mobile calling family. It's tied at 4 as we move to the bottom of the 8th at the Big A in front of over 44,000 packed in here tonight. Guillermo Mota still in there on the mound for the Dodgers. And Juan Rivera to lead off the bottom of the 8th for the Angels. When you consider the series these two teams played at Dodger Stadium a month ago, and now look at this game and how this series looks, if they ever did meet in the postseason, I'll tell you this, these two would respect each other. That's without question.
Similar ball clubs, too. Very aggressive on the base pass. And you see some spectacular defensive plays in this game also.
Blake's made a couple tonight. 1-0 to Juan Rivera. Who calls time and backs out.
Prior to this good streak that Mota's been on, he was missing his spots. You know, if he just missed his spot against Juan Rivera, there could be some damage done.
Pop down the right field line, foul. One ball, one strike to Juan. He'll be followed by Kendry Morales and Meiser Turris in the bottom of the 8th. Kendry on deck. Another pop down the right field line. 0-2, or 1-2 rather. We were talking about Colorado earlier. They're going to be here Monday night at the Big A. They won again today. 7-3 over Pittsburgh. That team has just been on fire for a couple of weeks. Great crowd here tonight. Close pitch. Rivera takes it for ball 2. Juan fouls another one back.
The more pitches you see, the more the advantage goes to the hitter. And at some point in the sequence of pitches, if you throw a number of them, the pitcher will make a mistake. But you can't miss it when he makes that mistake. You're a hitter.
Rivera's hit a lot of foul balls in this at-bat. It's still 2-2. And this next pitch will be the 8th of this at-bat to Juan. And another pop-up foul, although this one might be playable. No, it's going to drop and bounce into the seats. So Mota's working very hard on Rivera. It's hit well into left field. That sends Juan Pierre to the warning track. Juan Rivera has hit it out, and the Angels take the lead. Pitch at bat for Rivera before he hit it out, and that's his 10th of the year.
The more pitches you see as a hitter, we just got done saying, the better chance the pitcher's going to make a mistake. A hanging slider, middle but down. Juan Rivera continues that power stroke.
Kendry Morales hits one in the air to left field. Pierre will catch that one. Boy, did Juan battle with Mota.
Spinning slider out over the plate. Oh, very hittable pitch. The backup one, and Juan knew it with the bat flip.
The Angels were down 4-1 tonight after 5 innings, and they have come all the way back to take the lead. Meiser is Turris up there now for the Angels. Big hit by Juan Rivera. Izzy bounces one back to Mota. 2 outs. Juan acknowledging the cheers of the Angel fans here. Brian Fuentes has been loosening up in the Angel bullpen, and now that they have the lead, the 9th inning will be turned over to Brian. Mike Napoli up there for the Angels. One 1-0 to Napoli. One and one. Two balls and a strike to Mike Napoli.
Napoli had a great at bat his last time to be able to tie the game up on a real good pitch by Billingsley. A good breaking ball, shorten up his swing, hit that fly ball in the center field, tied it up.
Rivera has given the Angels the lead, at least for now. Still the top of the 9th to come. 3-2 to Napoli. He fouls another one back. Meanwhile, the Giants are ahead of the Texas Rangers 6-4. Bottom of the 8th in San Francisco. So if the Angels win and the Rangers lose, Texas lead would be down to half a game. Pretty good fastball there, but Napoli got a piece of it.
Oh, he hit that straight back. He was on that pitch. talk about Mike Napoli when he's on one of those good streaks. You better make your pitch, otherwise he's going to hammer it.
Chop to Blake at third, a fair ball. And that retires the Angels, but Juan Rivera's leadoff bottom of the 8th inning home run has given the Angels a 5-4 lead as we go to the 9th.
Fouled a little bit late, tardy again on that fastball. Elevated fastball, tried to get him to swing out of the zone. Then he dropped the changeup on him. Fastball again, just a little bit tardy. Runs that fastball inside. And another fastball on the outside part of the plate. But the 9th pitch, a hanging breaking ball. Juan Rivera with the home run gives the Angels a lead. Seeing out pitches, and a pitcher will make a mistake, and Juan capitalized.
The heart of the Dodgers order, numbers 2, 3, and 4, to face Brian Fuentes in the top of the 9th. It's for Call, Hudson, and Ethier. Brian leads the American League in saves. And the first pitch coming up to Rafael for Call is inside. The Dodgers know Fuentes very well from his days with the Rockies. So they have faced him plenty of times. And there's a base hit up the middle for Call to start the top of the 9th. Tying run on base.
Just a good piece of hitting for Call. Batting right-handed, loves that pitch, and it's elevated. Short ball right up the middle. Fastball that was up. Short compact swing, hits it up the middle. A lot of speed now at first base for the Dodgers.
And the batter, Orlando Hudson. He's always been tough on Fuentes. Brian Fuentes with 18 saves, 2 more than Papelbon to lead the league. And a check swing strike, 1-1 to Hudson.
Hey, it looked like that first pitch, that was more of a bunt for a base hit. Everyone knows in that Dodger dugout the success Hudson has had against Fuentes, so to be squaring up with the bunt in that spot would be unusual.
There's the bunt. It bangs off the plate. Fuentes gets the out at first base. He had to make a perfect throw to the bag. But the Dodgers do get for call over to second.
Boy, calm and cool Fuentes was in that bunt. Most times the pitcher just going to hold on to that, take your chances with first and second, no outs. The ball right off the plate. Going to wait for that to come down, as the lefty still have to spin and throw and get the speedy Hudson at first.
1 out in the ninth.
Hudson saying, wow, that was a great play to get me out at first. You know what? The Angels will take it out in that spot.
Casey Blake takes strike one. 2 tough hitters to go, though, with Blake and Ethier. Pickoff try at second and a high throw. That had to make Scioscia's heart beat fast for a minute.
It's a good try, though. This McCall was leaning. Always easier against a left-handed pitcher to steal third.
And Blake takes a called strike 2.
Boy, what a perfect spot on that fastball on the inside part of the plate.
Oh, 2 to Casey Blake, who goes down swinging. 2 outs in the ninth. A 3-pitch strikeout for Brian Fuentes.
What a great breaking pitch from Fuentes, down, ahead of the count. Good mechanics, kept that front shoulder tucked in, didn't overthrow that breaking pitch, and got the strikeout.
Now he has to get through Andre Ethier. One and 0 to Ethier. So many of the fans standing now, anticipating the final out in what has been a tremendous baseball game. 2-0 to Ethier.
Before Ethier came up, Mike Napoli was motioning to all his infielders to knock any ground ball down. Lay your body out, knock it down, keep it in the infield.
For calls at second base with 2 outs. Fuentes looking for his 19th save of the season.
He's doing that to make sure he keeps the call close enough. He doesn't get a big secondary lead. If the ball gets through the infield, he'll have a better opportunity to score.
But he's fallen behind on Ethier 3-0 with a very tough right-handed hitter, Matt Kemp, on deck. Ethier pretty much has to take 3-0 here, doesn't he?
In this spot, no doubt.
And he takes outside for ball 4. The Dodgers have the go-ahead run on base with 2 outs in the ninth. And Matt Kemp coming to the plate. It's a good thing Scioscia has a long drive home because he'll need it to wind down after this game. Two out, 2 on for Matt Kemp. Brian Fuentes has held Kemp to 1 for 7. The Dodgers are down to their last strike. And Kemp stays alive.
Ooh, that was a mistake by Fuentes. That's a breaking pitch. It was up. Head of the count. Now Kemp swings a lot of pitches out of that strike zone, particularly in the dirt. That's where Napoli wanted it, but that pitch was up and out over the plate. Got away with one.
They've beaten them 3 out of 4 this year. The Angels come from behind to win this one 5-4. Just another Halo victory.
And Juan Rivera.